Hello, this is ENava, single subject, foundational science, middle school. This is my flipped lesson video working with the website. I'll be speaking from here on forward as if this is intended for my students. Thank you. Hello class. Tomorrow we're going to start a new unit. We'll be talking about our carbon footprint, basically how humans affect the environment through the movement of carbon. So before you come to class tomorrow, you guys are going to go onto my website and you're going to watch a short introductory video to carbon. You're going to review the carbon footprint PDF, which is a couple of short notes about carbon and where we find it in nature. You're also going to explore the Gizmo simulation. If you have not set up an account yet, you will set up an account before you come in tomorrow. And at the end of the video, you'll have your Visia quiz score, which you'll take a screenshot or snippet and send to Canvas. Okay, at the website. Here, you're going to find the links back to this video in case you guys lose track of it. You guys will have the link for the carbon video. You guys will have the link for the PDF. You guys will also have a link for the gizmos so that you guys can go straight there. And that's the enrollment code that you'll need to put in, kind of like in our Kahoot quiz games. This is the number that you'll need to be able to get into the class. Okay, the carbon video starts here. You can go ahead and click on that.
Carbon is one of the most important elements on Earth.
Now, the video here kind of gives us an introduction to where we find carbon. We find it in the environment. We also find it as a waste product from human activities. We breathe it out as carbon dioxide, and that's all part of the carbon cycle. So we're going to build kind of an understanding of this carbon cycle and where we find carbon and how it's important to us and the environment. That video does have sound. I muted it for this video. You guys can watch that on your own. Go ahead and click on home. That'll take you back to the main screen. The next, carbon footprint PDF. So here you guys will start reviewing basically where we find carbon and why carbon is so important to us and to the environment. So here, our target question: how does carbon support life and the environment? The environment stores carbon in natural systems called reservoirs. So these are different ways that we find carbon naturally in the environment. Now we find it as glucose, C6H12O6. That's what makes food sweet. CO2 is what we breathe out, and that's also what plants, quote unquote, breathe in during photosynthesis. So it is very important for photosynthesis and cellular respiration. It's found in glucose. It's found in the atmosphere as CO2. And very important to our understanding of our carbon footprints, it's found in fossil fuels. So we're talking about oil, natural gas, and coal. Oil, we also call it petroleum. Now this provides energy for human activities. Now we're talking about anytime we burn something to get energy from that, we are burning fossil fuels. You guys are also going to use the gizmo to kind of explore the movement of carbon through the environment. Now the gizmo, you guys, some of you have an account, some of you might not have an account. Now, when you guys go back to the website, this last button will take you to the gizmo website. You guys can click on Login, Enroll. If you have an account, you can go ahead and sign in there. But I would definitely recommend you guys start with the class code. Now this is the class code. It's also on the website. You put that in, enroll in class. Down at the bottom, if you have an account, you're going to log in through the blue one. If you do not have an account, click on the green button. With the green button, you put in your first name. Your first name, not my first name. Your username, I want you guys to put in your last name and then your ID number, and your password will be your 8-digit date of birth. Now once you're in, you'll see the class name, and you'll see carbon cycle here. You guys can go ahead and click on Launch Gizmo. And here you guys will have the ability to basically set up a carbon path, how carbon moves through different parts of the environment. Now there's natural stuff, biotic factors like land plants, land animals, parts of soil. There's also abiotic parts like cars, okay, power plants, cement plants. Those are things that humans do to put carbon back up into the atmosphere as atmospheric CO2. Now, you guys can play around with this, create different carbon paths, see what connects to what. Down here, it'll actually explain how you're making each connection, and just kind of see what you can do, see how long of a path you can make, see how short of a path you can make from atmospheric back to atmospheric. Trying to find out how to get to this atmospheric CH4. That's kind of a funny one. Okay, and then at the end, you guys don't forget, please, after this video, you guys are going to take that last question of the quiz. You're going to get a screenshot of that quiz score, and you're going to submit that to me in Canvas. So again, you're watching the intro video, you're reviewing the carbon footprint PDF, you're playing with the gizmo and making sure that you guys can log in tomorrow in class, and you're going to submit your quiz score to me in Canvas. If you guys have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email. Thank you. Bye.